Appendix J Super Race here at Amaroo Park. The 30-second board has gone up. Bruce Allen is the man on pole position for this race in a Morris Cooper. Sharing the front row, Ray Linnett in a Mustang. Then on the second row, Rick Christian and Dennis O'Brien, both in Mustangs. Third row, John Mann in a Mustang, followed by Robert Tweedy in a Morris Cooper. Then Paul Trevethan and Frank Dartell, followed by Greg Topher and Ted Brewster. Mark Duquette and Mike Dyer complete the top 12 qualifiers. And they're away.
And getting away very quickly indeed was Bruce Allen in the little Mini 34, but he got some V8 stang power coming up here on the outside of him as they disappear up the top of Bitchabave Hill and almost into thin air. Into Dunlop Loop. Mustangs have taken charge, though the poor Mini. Bruce Allen, who led them to the top of the hill, is now back in fourth. I don't think he'll come back from there. Oops, little traffic congestion. Oh, not the thing to do in front of a Jag.
David Bryan, car 63. Kevin Anker in car number 8 in the Jag.
Well, the Jag couldn't take a good hit. They work their way down to Honda Corner. We'll watch the many and varied lines. Mini here, locking up a brake. They've all gone for the inside. Valiant climbing over the curve. Appendix J Racing, bringing back some memories of the old days at Warwick Farm. So many of these wonderful Mustangs. There's 28. Dennis O'Brien, the race leader, as he heads out of Wonderlick Corner and leads the cars very comfortably up the top of Bitchabave Hill.
Good effort by O'Brien to slip through there, having come off the second row of the grid as the fourth fastest qualifier now to lead the race. John Mann, fifth fastest qualifier, so they've slipped through in the opening lap to take up the running from Ray Linnett and Bruce Allen. Allen qualified fastest at 58.97, which is a marvellous time in a car of that vintage.
They're already coming up to put a lap on one of the Minis so early, so he's well and truly off the pace. Dennis O'Brien, race leader, heads down towards the lake corner. Starting to close up from about third or fourth on. We'll keep an eye on that for you. Along the straight.
Well, our leader, Dennis O'Brien, with a healthy gap, but here's the gap back to second and third with Mann and then Linton. He's driving the Barry Jupp Mustang. So on one hand, you've got the big Mustangs with the tails hanging out, plenty of oversteer and a lack of brakes. On the other, you've got the Mini with plenty of brakes and heaps of understeer. How the equation ends up in the end, we've got a few laps to see.
Well, the distance of the race, 8 laps. I would think the Mustangs will start to feel the pinch after half race distance. We'll see whether or not Allen can come back, and that little Mini still tucked in there. There he goes. Bruce Allen, fast qualifier with a 58.97 yesterday. Ray Lintott in the Mustang 59.70. So at this stage, Allen feeling the pitch just a little bit. He certainly is an acceleration.
He was almost 1 second faster in practice, was Bruce Allen from Wollongong. But he has really got his hands full here at the moment with a wall of Mustangs in front. Linton, car number 7, and Mann's car starting to heat the rear tyres up now as he crosses the start-finish line, heading to the top of the hill at Nissan Skyline. And while all this is occurring, Dennis O'Brien continues to rock away from the field.
Dropping into Dunlop Loop.
These cars are all based on series production cars, of which there must be 100 built prior to 1964. And the spirit of the regulations centred around the way they were in their day, rather than the extra use of modern technology now in terms of tyres and brake pad materials and so on.
You know, maybe I found a class for my old mate Dick Johnson.
Touching that.
Mustang power.
Lintott through on the inside now to second place. Mann back into third. Bruce Allen wants to go with him. And Allen might just get up here. The Mustang's having trouble getting the ponies on the road. Oh,
where's he going? Into the pits. He made a big swipe at that.
Thought he found those magic soap suds again.
Across the line, Lintott running in second, Mann is third, then Bruce Allen fourth spot in the little Mini. There's your race leader going through. He's well and truly clear. Dennis O'Brien, number 28. Still a little tyre squirrel there as he works his way down towards Mazda Corner.
You don't see that too often. He had the brakes on midway through the turn. The lights flashed on, so he's either cruising around comfortably or he's in all sorts of strife. the second in the battle for second, third and fourth, and Allen still trying to plot a way through the maze. Linton now has a healthy gap of around about 3 or 4 car lengths over John Mann from Shepparton in Victoria, going down to his territory next weekend.
Well, the heat is on for second, third, fourth. No trouble for O'Brien, though, the race leader from Wagga, making the most of his outing up at the big smoke.
Bruce Allen back in 4th place, formerly a touring car driver in New Zealand. Look at Mann's Mustang getting really sideways across the top when the car gets light. Giving those tyres a workout at the moment, and this is the end of the race with 5 down and 2 to go, where tyres and brakes are starting to feel the heat and the punishment. And look at this group of cars here. There's the old E.H. Holden, car number 3.
Yeah, things are pretty clear cut up front, but back here in the pack, love that Valiant.
Steve Trevica in the black entry.
There's some weird and wonderful cars fronting out today. We'll go through some of them for you. They're not up running at the front of the field, but I think the old purists would love to see the Valiants, and I've spotted a Bel Air or an Impala in there somewhere.
An ISO Revolta.
It could be. They head down to the lake corner.
Well, they're a long way back on the leaders at the moment. Trevica in the Valiant managing to...
Oh, dearie me.
If he doesn't get it again, he'll keep trying and trying till he does knock that fence down. He tapped it about 3 times down there.
Dead set. It's the closest thing I've seen to a miracle Valiant.
I'll tell you what, the bloke behind the fence moved pretty quickly.
Yeah, you wouldn't hold the pit board out too long, would you?
Well, I tell you what, there would have been 300 people jump back 10 metres in the pits when he walloped the wall there.
Well, the way the thing handles, you'd probably also want to step off the hill because it could end up anywhere.
That's the best it's handled all day too.
Is the leading bunch. Dennis O'Brien, car 28, with 1 lap to go. There's the ball out for the leader. He's increasing his lead.
Yes, he has really opened up a gap.
Lint at second, but Bruce Allen now right underneath the back of the Mustang. There's the leader. Gee, you'd want to be pretty fit the way you have to seesaw on the wheel and these things. Look how far wide of the mark he is at the apex. He could have turned left and gone to the motocross track. Bruce Allen's trying to do the same. He's a Superman. He makes a mini slide. I don't know how you do that.
Well, he's right on the tail of Lintott. Lintott behind Allen. They're both having a great fang in their stang.
Well, Mann has gone back into 4th place.
We'll see whether or not the Mini will keep an eye on him to see whether he can get underneath Lintott. Oh, yes, he has. Just missed that, but nevertheless heading down to the lake corner. Race leader number 28 is Dennis O'Brien, and he comes into Wonderlick corner now for the final time. Checkered flag is at the ready, and the Golden Oldies race presented by Finair will in fact go to Dennis O'Brien. Scrap is still on for second, but Bruce Allen will pick up that one. Ray Lintott will get home just clear of Mann, picking up 4th place.
Well, that Valiant driver certainly gave the fence a Wonderlick coming out of Wonderlick. He really gave it a caning.
So much for the Golden Oldies crusade here at Amaroo Park. O'Brien picks up the pieces in the Mustang. 2nd spot goes to Allen in the Morris. 3rd spot goes to Lintott in the Mustang.